you know, I don't know.
Morphling is one of those high skill ceiling heroes that's very difficult to actually balance.
Yeah.
Like your Meepos, your Tinkers, if a player is really good on these kind of heroes, it's...
First with the lineup that TNC has, it just seems like on paper the skill set of all the Vici heroes scale very well naturally against those of TNC's.
Oh, nice hop over from Boomy, gives him the cookie, and that is enough to be able to get the Jingu stack. So they lay out the Boundless Strike, and they actually get this kill. If they keep the vision, they just might be able to, but they're both stunned towards the end of it, and it looks like Old 11 will be able to reset, get away, and pop a healing salve. So they need to be able to win lanes, sounds like to me, right? You want to be able to win this Monkey King lane. They also picked up the Razor against TA, which is a big counter. Brambles should keep Gabby at bay. No, he actually works his way around it. The Boundless Strike, he's getting another hit in. The shot comes in. That's enough to slow him down for a second hit from Gabby. First blood goes to TNC. They were doing a really good job. It felt like in some ways they were actually outplaying Vici Gaming, and then that one team fight happened. They lost all momentum from there. This lineup feels like if it does take that, they'll definitely be able to keep that momentum. Nice sidestep, though. As you said, Gabby is able to deal with this one. Now turning fire, two-man Boundless Strike. That's going to be a lot of damage. Nice. Not that Old 11 is even going to die. TNC continuing to win this bottom lane.
I don't think Monkey King's all that favored against Slardar, even though he is a pseudo-ranged melee hero.
These guys are so bloodthirsty.
Yeah,
it's like, you could probably just leave PYW. Like, Gabby's missing out on a ton of CS right now.
Blocking it at time with the Observer Ward. I like this a lot because Razor is going to inevitably boot the TA out of lane, and it's usually not that bad of a matchup for TA because of the easy access to just backing off to some camps.
Yeah.
And we see there the pressure on the Morphling. They don't actually have any kill threat on this guy unless they manage to catch him fully agi-morphed with chain stuns.
Boom, he blocked in by his own creep. He was so determined to try and stop this pull that was happening behind the tower that he suicides for it. A skewer, long range poke, doesn't quite clip DY, but they're going to trap him potentially. No, DY does a nice loop-de-loop. Instead gets caught by the impale and eventually
continued aggression bottom. Going for a Diffusal Blade on the Monkey King. That is one way to make it much more difficult for Morphling to carry this game, because the attribute shift now costing mana, much harder countered by the mana burn than he was in the past.
So I've got some real old mechanics here. I just don't know if it's still the case. Hold up, Gabby. He's got phase boots. He's kind of tanky to this, but DY is going to be joining into this fight as well. And watch, he's going to wait for the Jingu and look for the purge opportunity. He throws it out, but he already got the Boundless Strike immediately afterwards. So the damage has been done. The Slardar falls. DY is cleaned up by a rotation from the Razor. Looks like because of Shadow Realm, a Dark Willow will manage to get away.
I'm really proud of you. I think this might be the most in a row, 2 in a row. That is the problem. Is I don't play TA, so I should I know stuff like Clink's Arrow and stuff or Searing Arrows is extra procs, but I don't know about Diffusal Blade.
Yeah,
I will be looking that one up, or if you want to ask for me.
Yeah, Old 11. He will die to Armel, who's still hanging out here in the bottom lane. I guess he didn't expect them to just still continue to sit here. But now he doesn't even have a TP back to lane. He's going to have to do a long walk of shame. Gabby not going to fearlessly dive tier 2s. And I feel like TNC should be pretty happy with the aggression they're outputting right now.
7-1 kill score. They're feeling good about themselves. But this is about what we saw in game 1, as you mentioned earlier. And it's a similar story with the terms of scaling play, no counterplay form of a gank that heroes like Razor, Viper, Necrophos can make in a game.
Look how close he was to that sentry. Oh man,
calculated.
Very calculated.
He did have a sentry of his own earlier that would have seen a sentry if it had been there. So I think he knew that he was safe.
Yeah, Boomy. He's going to be chased underneath this tower, but immediately the RP is going to go down. Turns around, cookies the two of them as well. Great combo from TNC. They're even going to have the cleanup kill on DY on aisle 3. Dominating streak.
Okay.
Gabby.
Well, that's exactly how you're supposed to kill the Morphling. He just gets caught underneath one stun for the counterplay. and then fail. It didn't fail necessarily, but you didn't get anything out of it other than just deterring the tower push from Vici. Now they just take the trade that most teams would consider favorable, the tier 1 mid.
Well, they took it so fast that they can actually be here in time and catch Vici Gaming. In fact, the Wukong's command is already out. The Templar Assassin is surrounded by units to terrorize. The Mortimer's Kiss isn't quite enough, but they know where he is, and they've got the AoE damage to finish him off. The basically the carry of Vici Gaming at this point, the highest net worth hero, falls as they take the tier 1 tower. And immediately smoke back.
I love this tempo of the game that TNC is setting. They have to do this. I talked about that. I was so scared of how well Morphling would scale, but they are not looking to let him get there.
No, they certainly aren't. What a big difference. What was Ori playing last game? I forgot now. Oh god, neither one of us remember.
Oh god.
I'm gonna say he was playing something a bit more tempo.
Medusa. Ori.
DY? Oh, it's Puck. That's what it was. I was gonna say, it feels like this time around Vici Gaming. So at this point, giving away the Aegis. Armel is actually not sticking around in the pit, so maybe it's gonna go to Monkey King. He's gonna make sure there's nobody close by to jump inside the pit. Gabby with an Aegis means TA is like, oh god, how do we deal with this hero?
Yeah, I thought he was going to have to go a Blink Dagger to break the static link and to disengage from the Monkey King ultimate, but because they're behind, he might just need to all in the damage to look for bursting targets.
No, you're right. He is still going to go that blink. There's not a ton of magic damage on TNC anyway. Refraction's going to block this initial hit of damage, but they still got it.
Oh, no, he has Yules on Razor. Never mind.
Yeah.
That's why he bought it, by the way, guys.
Yeah. Razor is really great at forcing fights. One thing he's lacking, stun.
He's got the Bloodseeker from Mag, Monkey King, as well as the Razor. So all 3 cores on that side. And then if you look at the other side, yeah, Morph is a little bit of mixed damage, but you have Morph, TA, and Slardar. So any little bit of items like this will drastically impact which carry wins the fight when they just clash with each other. Finish off the target. And Nyx Assassin, Monkey King, Razor, they are the type of heroes that you either need to catch them off guard in the case of the Nyx Assassin so he can't get the carapace off, or with the Razor, he does like a little bit of a long drawn-out fight. He doesn't want like the Veno duration of fights, like 30 seconds, but he wants that full static link to go off.
Yeah. Tims. One trap into another. Now he does hit a really nice impale, and they have the Mortimer's Kisses as well as the Razor coming in. Oh no, the side blades! Watch out, Armel! Nice RP though. He bails him out. Poke. He's gonna skewer him in. It turns into a boundless strike. They are AoE chain stun comboing on Vici Gaming. It's just beautiful, but Vici Gaming is still looking to be able to skate a nice blink away. Ori, can he keep this run going? The Oracle's coming in, but he doesn't have his ultimate anymore. He can stop the magic damage, but the refraction's burned out. They've got him.
I gotta give props to DY here.
Got him.
There was a 3-man RP that he had to false promise the Morphling, and he must have targeted his hero portrait at the top, because there's no way he could have purposely done that just by clicking on the hero.
Yeah.
As please, Poyo, don't make me eat my words and commend the Oracle who saved you and make it all for naught.
He's got an E-Blade that he just picked up, but he doesn't have the mana to use it on himself to dodge all these hits. Yikes.
It's like I praise the support for saving the guy, and the guy he saved just that's like a caster's curse by proxy or something like that.
And again and again and again, Gabby is just there to catch these heroes trying to escape from a one-hero setup.
Tims, I would say, is the one that's all over the place.
Yeah,
that's such
his ultimate and the nerf the shard. His hero hasn't been quite the same, but Tims is certainly showing that it is still very viable. And against the greediness of Vici Gaming's lineup, he's done a great job of finding pickoffs. Has he gone a little bit too far? Look at him, he's just headlock going straight for them. He pops a spike carapace, and that's enough. The rest of his team is now here, and in fact, he may not even die. Oh, the 11's gonna come in, a 3-man crush to be able to finish off Tims, but you could see that Templar Assassin is always on the run. Managed to pop the refraction and blink away with a false promise on him, but PYW is receiving the brunt of the damage that Razor had just stolen away. One last jump here from Gabby, tries to go for the slaughter, may have caught him in the river, but it's PYW who's unable to escape in the trees. Neither land, nor river, nor sea. It seems like everywhere they go.
But it accelerates your ability to just jump around the map. It makes it so you have a reduced cooldown and a lower cast point on your when you're jumping from tree to tree.
Look at Tims. Vendetta's out, breaks the smoke. Vici Gaming trying to go for the supports, but they've got Spike Carapace, they've got Ghost Scepter, they're able to protect themselves, but the team is still trying to finish up this Roshan. Wait for a minute, Polyo tries for it, but Boundless Strike stops him, and Bogarita takes him on out of the pit, skewers him away. Polyo turning into the Monkey King's going to try and deal with that, but he's losing all of his allies who followed him into this pit. At first, it's going to be Old 11 who's dead. Polyo does manage to get the shot out that finishes off Boomy.
You could have guessed that with the kill score, potentially, but there are 6 kills.
Knocks away, back inside the game. Both sets up for another skewer. That'll ensure that PYW dies. Does manage to get out the Terrorize last second. Armel's back into the game, and he has already drained away the Templar Assassin. Turns that damage back around onto DY, onto Polyo. They're dead. Armel is beyond godlike. Gabby is...
Not to mention the lack of, the heal reduction against the Morphling. Attribute shift, which is reduced by heal reduction.
Vici Gaming gonna lose their tier 3 tower and watch as TNC resets. They do have Boomy coming back in. Okay, an RP just onto 1 to make sure that Old 11 is gonna be, oh no, false promises. Oh,
he will be able to blink.
Gone. Okay, he's gonna be able to blink, but he's taken so much damage. Is he actually gonna die? I don't think he's received a whole lot of heal, and he hasn't. He bottles up futilely as much as he can from Ori.
Somebody
but,
over there that definitely would have been dead as all hell.
And Tim's doing something similar, blinking forward, just trying to throw out the impale, misses, and is in a bit of trouble. Nope. Pops a Vendetta, and now it's Polyo who's gone in too far. Skewered back into a cookie. Boomy was set up for the long con on that one, and now the long shots of Mortimer's Kisses will finish off the Morphling. More rain of fire happening as the DY trying to get away on the Oracle, disarms himself, turns around, purges up Armel, but he had a cheese, so he's going to be okay for now. The Boundless Strike actually missing DY, so he's still here, disarms the Monkey King, but he cannot disarm Boomy, who actually puts the shots in to finish off PYW. Gabby's ready to go. Vici Gaming is necessarily about the nutrition or the sugar that's in the cookie. It's more about, you know, that grandma's got your back.
Yeah, and the cookies also have smiles on them, which you can look at it as you're eating, and it's an infectious, positive emotion.
Oh, look at that. They actually jump forward. Spike Carapace was fast enough from Tibbs that he's able to hit both of those heroes with an impale as well. The RP onto both of them. Vici Gaming, you've been answered in so many ways. TNC, they have just taken down bit by bit each one of their heroes, and now they're ready to take your final lane of barracks. As Gabby,
he's got a couple other extra building hitters that Assault Cuirass makes everyone do a pretty good amount of damage.
He wants to pad more of those stats. The cookie comes up. It actually stops the Boundless Strike, so maybe not quite what they wanted. PYW trying to save his own life. Again, Terrorize as he dies. And I believe our cores, they still not have a single death to either one of their names. Yep, 0-0-0. What a clean game. Tim's almost dying there.
Give this mag an assist.
Through it.
Give him an assist. Yes.
Got it.
4-0-20 for our boy Bach in the offlaner.
Yeah, what a fantastic job TNC managed to do in this game too, after